All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Relief Valve podcast. So we've got some more news here on what's going on Minnesota. We're exposing who these people are. Renee Good was already exposed for being a paid trained activist. Who it was essentially her job, or she went through professional training in order to participate in all of this. So she was a paid professional agitator. That was her job, because she was a failed poet and everything else as she had on her stupid bio. And we're getting more information now on Mr. Not So Pretty. And the new information coming out here and from Mr. Obvious is Alex Pretty's own parents have turned on him and admitted he joined a radical left-wing cult and basically had planned to attack ICE all along. All the he was just some guy narrative has been utterly destroyed. Him being an ICU nurse is being destroyed too. Some of the information I'm getting that is he was in fact fired from his job for being a left-wing nut job, and had turned into Antifa sites and others, and was becoming more and more radicalized. His family said he was becoming more and more radicalized. His potential that he was not carrying legally, so he was not following the Second Amendment. He was an illegal scumbag, carrying a weapon he should not have had. And also he had broken ribs from about 3 weeks ago from already attacking ICE agents previously. So you're going online and you're seeing a lot of narratives right now. You're seeing people trying to say they're just poor innocent people that never did anything wrong. Renee Good was just a mom. She never did anything wrong. It wasn't that she was a paid professional agitator and activist, that it was her job to go after law enforcement and to harass them and impede them and yell and scream at regular people that would dare get in the way. And this scumbag was just another left-wing Antifa piece of shit who ended up going after some woman, got knocked down, so he decided to jump in. He couldn't mind his own business. Then he got into a scuffle with ICE agents. They noticed a gun and he got shot for his trouble. Just another left-wing piece of shit. And you have to be careful when you go online, because they are putting out the false narratives for these assholes and trying to make them seem, now people are going, now it's dangerous, you can't even be a nurse, now you're a bad guy if you're a nurse. He wasn't a nurse. And there's a whole bunch of other people that are being losing their job and being doxxed because they're nurses who are saying, don't treat MAGA people, or if you get a MAGA person that's pregnant or something, give them the wrong medications and stuff. They're being outed as well, and the hospitals are having to look at this information because Libs of TikTok is outing them. I had this report from Grok. I gotta read that. I'm gonna show that to you after. Minimize for me for a minute here. So let's see. So we got Melinda, healthcare worker at VCU Health. She posted a series of videos encouraging people to inject ICE agents with cycloxylene, a temporary paralysis drug, and spray poison on them. She also encourages women to go on dates with agents and then drug their food. These are nurses. These are mentally ill nurses. I would not want any of these in the healthcare profession treating me or my family.
Anybody got any poison ivy, poison oak in their yard? Get some of that up with gloves, obviously. Get it in some water, like a gallon of water. Get the poison ivy oak water, and I'm gonna put it into a water gun. Aim for faces, hands.
So she's saying if you can't hear the audio right, get poison ivy out of your yard, put it in water. Then she was going to put it into a squirt gun, and she was going to squirt ICE officers and people with it and hurt them. This is a nurse. They're supposed to have taken an oath to do no harm. This is what these pieces of shit on the left are. What they all... None of them... I've said this before, and I've said it again. I'll say it again. None of them are peaceful. None of them are exercising their First Amendment. None of them are exercising their Second Amendment. They're anarchists sowing chaos. They, even the devil can quote scripture, and these people love to our First Amendment rights, our Second Amendment right. They are using it to against this country, to hurt people, to hurt real legal citizens in this country. Female athletes spoke out of their opinion. I just wanted to see if she had. Florida's not playing around with these deranged communists. The state of Florida just revoked Alexi's nursing license for the vile videos wishing childbirth injuries on Caroline Levitt following our reporting. So more nurses threatening that they want harm to happen to people. I mean, absolute trash. So, you know, he was no longer a nurse. My understanding is that that information is legit. He has been fired from his job, and he had gone off the deep end of being a left-wing nut job, as they all are. And then it culminated in him showing up to another protest after getting hurt in the first protest, and it resulted in the end of his life. And there's no loss there for any of us. But here's Asmongold talking about some of the changes in Minnesota happening now. Finally, Bovino, the leader of the ICE, has been reassigned or asked to step down. I don't really know why, but Tom Homan himself is now going to Minnesota. And he is working on all of this situation. And now, finally, the police, which should have been there all along, I said this in a previous video, the police should have been there all along. They've finally been dispatched to assist ICE and calm down all of these left-wing nut jobs that are rioting and destroying the city and hunting down people. I mean, these people are deputizing themselves. And the reports are that they are randomly pulling people over in Minnesota and questioning you, asking for your papers, which ironically is the real Nazi stuff, but they call all of us Nazis. So they're acting like real Nazis, pulling people over, asking for their papers and identification to find out if they're ICE or not. So if you're driving a certain vehicle or you look a certain way, these random left-wing nut jobs are pulling you over or confronting you on the street and trying to find out if you're ICE. But the cops are finally out now, and let's check a little bit of what's going on.
The Minnesota State Police now is finally cooperating and working with ICE. And you can see, bro, like, they got a drum circle going on. So, like, they were basically crowding around a hotel where some of the Border Patrol or ICE officers were, and the state police came in there and rounded all of their fat asses up. That's right. Yep.
One, they shouldn't be allowed to stand out there, apartment buildings or hotels, and make this noise. That's a noise disturbance.
Nobody's causing problems.
They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this shit ever. And this is their MO, to just stand out there, harass you, and pull this crap.
They have to get rid of these people that are banging all this stuff. I do. I think this is just a noise disturbance. I mean, like, really, like, I get doing it at like 9 p.m., but like, if it's midnight and you're out there banging pots and pans, like, you got to go into the box, man. You do. Like, we can't have somebody just going around all day, all night, banging pots and pans. Like, really, it's nuts. It's bad for content too. Yeah, it's crazy. It's disturbing the peace, I know. Oh my God. Look at him go. Well, that sounds kind of good. Oh, wow. So then there you go. You've got the police right there defending and doing this. ICE. And this is also another big reason why, is that the 8th Circuit Court has sided with Trump. ICE agents freed from Minnesota protest restrictions. The appeals court overturned many such cases. A lower court ruling that limited use of force against protesters. The panel said that the videos showed much of the protest conduct was not wow.
Yeah,
it's almost like I was right about everything.
The protesters are not protesters. They're essentially rioters. That's all it is.
You are now under arrest. Please sit down and wait for instruction.
Bye-bye. This is the way it should have been going from day one.
See, guys, this is what winning looks like. It is. This is what winning looks like. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You cannot impede the police in their job. You cannot impede ICE in their job. You want to stand on the sidewalk and gawk at them and yell your bullshit? Be my guest. You cannot go into the street. You cannot attack them. You cannot get in their face and throw things at them. Listen to the shrieking cows.
They're roaching out. They are. They're roaching out like crazy. Look at them all.
I'm at level 12 news.
Oh, God.
I'm at level 12 news. BT on the scene.
Tim told us to protest?
I don't.
I guess not.
I can show you
They roached out.
All right, why don't you move out there, okay? Just get out there. Stay outside the line, okay? Coming up. Coming up.
And also, I want to say that, you know, for another thing, because some people are mad that, you know, we didn't go farther and push them all the way to the edge and then invoke the Insurrection Act and do everything else. I want to remind you that at the end of the Civil War, they let Robert E. Lee walk out of the fucking negotiations with his sword. They did. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Less death is better. That's right. And if they can solve this like that, and do you see this as well? What is this? I'll pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. And how the media edited his picture. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that in just a bit.
Yeah, that was another thing. The media.
Yeah. Fair point.
They thought he didn't look sympathetic enough, pretty. So they AI edited his photo so he looked like more masculine.
Like I don't care.
Bigger arms and more masculine. I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
I don't care about anything else. I just care about getting what
you
I
have
want.
to change the way a person looks to make them more sympathetic.
One individual goal, and I never think about anything else besides that. I just work towards that one thing, and I do that one thing, and I focus on that, and I only do that. And so, like, that's it. So to me, like, I think this is such an obvious good decision. It is. Results over optics. That's exactly it. Because you can keep crazy enough so Trump can't use the Insurrection Act. That's good. Then, I mean, as long as the illegals are getting to... What is the... I was the vice president for George Bush, and he was, like, putting it, and there's no problems at all. And this is what I said before. All you needed was a solid show of force, and the violence and aggression would go away. And I'm very happy to see that. The protest in front of Spring Hill Suites Hotel, where Commander Govino is staying at, has been declared an unlawful assembly. Look at that. Man. It looks beautiful, isn't it, guys? That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. That's the only thing that needed to happen. And here it is.
The people and the taxpayers deserve peace. They do not deserve these left-wing, mentally ill anarchists in the streets hunting people down, acting as Nazi Gestapo and pulling people over to question who they are.
It's hard to know, like, how
I had a video from James O'Keefe, and he had gone undercover. I'm going to show this on Sunday's show because it goes on for a little while here, but he went undercover within these things, and they're like questioning his people. They're
windows. They could not see inside. And what's remarkable is they start cursing at your car merely because it is an SUV, which they all perceive to be feds.
So, James O'Keefe is from formerly a Project Veritas. He does OMG Media now, I think. He does these undercover things and exposes, bad people and politicians and stuff. So he's in a blacked-out vehicle. He's got blacked-out windows. These people automatically assume they're ICE. They're staring in there. They're flipping them off. They're yelling things at him. They don't even know who they are. This is what this trash in Minnesota that has come out there is to attack anybody that isn't them and their ideology.
Is the door locked?
Lock the door. Why are you giving us the middle finger?
Right here, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. Here comes a guy. Don't loan. Do not.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
No, don't. Don't. See?
Just don't hit anybody, okay?
Usually I'm pretty confrontational, but we soon realized the only way to deal with these types of White Walkers, or zombies as we call them, is to just not.
And they all they're just shuffling around, staring. I mean, this is the left who ironically
escalation and violence
think that they're smarter than the average bear, and they're all the dummest motherfuckers, uninformed, have no idea what's going on, and whatever their left-wing overlords tell them, or their Democrat overlords tell them, they go and do that. They take to the streets and they do that. No homework or nothing.
Me that trucks, Tahoes, Suburbans, SUVs are an
So this is Cam Higbee, who in my previous video I showed you, he's been exposing their network and their signal that they've been using in order to communicate with each other, hunt vehicles down, and pull people over without just cause or any right to do so whatsoever. And even he's telling James O'Keefe, don't do it, don't grab a truck, a Tahoe, or a Suburban, or SUVs in general, because that's what ICE is using. You need to get a light blue Subaru or some other mom-type car. So, you know, these people are out of their mind, and this is not legal protesting. This is not the First Amendment. Any ones with the weapons are not Second Amendment. They're all agents of chaos. They're all rioters. And there's nothing legal or okay about what they're doing at all. They're not exercising their right as American citizens. They want to destroy this country and anyone or anything that stands against them. I've said that already. And, you know, just to kind of finish here, I've made this point before. If you notice something with these people that claim that they care about human beings, they care about all these poor people that are being dragged out of their cars and they're being deported and etc. Have you ever seen a leftist protesting because your bills are outrageous? How about your electric bills and how much the electric company is ripping you off with the extra subsidy charges and stuff? You ever seen one leftist protesting something that would actually make your life better? That would actually help you and your family save money and put money in your pocket? No, you've never seen them do that. They only come out for to support the terrorists in Palestine. They only come out to support dangerous illegals that are hurting our family members and the family members of others in this country. They are not advocating for you. They are not advocating for your neighborhood or to keep things peaceful for you and your family. They're advocating for the dangerous people that are already here to keep staying here and to be in a position to hurt you and yours further down the road. Did any of them protest when an actual nurse, Laken Riley, was beaten, raped, and murdered? Did one leftist come out to protest that an illegal immigrant did it? No. They're actually out here protesting on behalf of the ones who did this. These Somali daycares ripping off the taxpayer. Is there one leftist that you can point out to me that is protesting because they're upset about their tax dollars being mismanaged? No, you're not going to find one. But get rid of dangerous illegals, and they're in the streets hunting you down, trying to pull you over, attacking you if, God forbid, you have something to say about it. That's what they are. They're anti-American anarchists. And they do not deserve any mercy or consideration whatsoever.
You're wrong.
They deserve exactly this. ICE and the police out in full force, beating the shit out of them and locking them up.
Damn.
The following routes of dispersal are available. Please lead to the south or the southeast towards Hemlock.
There's no problems. No issues at all. Absolutely beautiful. Amazing.
All right, I got more updates coming to you after this with the fake attack on Ilhan Omar. I mean, absolute staged garbage. It's ridiculous. But please like, share, and support the show, and help the show grow. All right, we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on TikTok as well. All right, thanks everyone. I'll talk to you again soon.